Welcome everyone to the Izzyverse show. Thank you for being a part of it. I'm happy that you are here and we got a great show lined up for you. But before I move forward, there's something I need to get off my chest, something I need to share with everyone. A few weeks ago, we had a missing member in our community. He was gone. We couldn't find him. We struggled so hard. We had multiple people searching for him. I'm happy to say the search is officially over, and it took a long time. You'll see him in a minute. He's been through a lot, guys. But finally, Josh is back.
I'm back.
as you as you can see, Josh has been through a lot.
Yeah.
What's going on, dude?
What's going on? Yeah. New place. Same me though.
Oh my goodness, it's same you, man. You in desperate need of a haircut.
Yeah.
So what's been going on, man? I heard that you were stuck in the woods.
Yeah, I mean sometimes you just you gotta go into the woods and it's a magical place and you come out different.
Yeah, yeah, we know. So hashtag found Josh. That's right. We have found Josh. He is here. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead, Josh, and say what's up to the people in the community. Starting with the one and only Las Cruces. Hey, all the way from New Mexico. How you doing, Las Cruces? It's always great to be part of the show. We also got Samuel. What up, y'all? What's going on, Samuel? That's right. Hashtag find Josh. Thank you, Las Cruces. Did you make it to New Mexico? He went searching for you, I heard.
We went everywhere. We went everywhere.
And then we got DM. This is live. I heard there will be cookies. Sure. Sometimes you got to refresh your cookies, right? That's how that works. Something like that.
Same
right?
thing.
Okay, Tate Prom got nice little Spider-Man emojis going on. I hate it that we can't do the emojis in the stream. We could see them in here in there, but not unable to now. S Vaughn 82 is in the house. What up, comic fam? And yes, we have found Josh. Josh has returned, and also has returned my box. So I know what that is. No more find Josh. Yeah. Yeshua, what's going on? Yeshua is in the house. Look at this. Everybody's comic verses in the house. Look, they found Josh. Everybody is happy that we found you, Josh.
It's good to be back.
And he's got a bigger beard. That's no, your beard would have been all long. We would have found you there. Also in the house, you got Shop for Comics, Shopverse. What's going on? Wait. Stop the presses, bro. Is that Josh? We don't know. It could be a clone. We're not 100% sure. But Beckerman, Josh is right there. I found it.
That's a complete sentence. You don't have to hashtag
it. Oh my goodness. Well, Josh, you've been busy, right? You've been really busy. That's how. Yeah, and it's quite possible it is a clone, and he is wearing a Star Wars shirt, so why not? AI scan Josh.
I'm actually a random person off the street with a deep fake.
Oh my goodness. So much talk. All right, guys, you know what's the deal today. Today we got a lot of stuff coming up, but we have a really cool giveaway that we're going to be doing today. And Carlos Collects, you're already ahead of the game, man. Blue Beetle weekend is on its way. Now, just to let you know, I had tickets to see the movie on Wednesday, right? Cool. So I was going to the movie theaters to see it, an early screening on Wednesday, a day before the actual opening. And for some reason, they canceled the screening altogether. So I go up and I look at my account. It's like, you got a refund. And I just went, I guess I'm going to have to see it a different time. And I was trying to see if that was fine. But we still got a couple of people saying that you're a Skrull. So it's quite possible that he is a Skrull. We're gonna have to cut a limb to find out for sure. Is that Josh or is the Skrull? I'm not sure. I really am not sure. He may have Josh's memories, guys, but I can't tell you off the top of my head. TM Nerdy, it's not playing in your city. Well, you're from Canada, right? That's what it is. It's not playing in Canada. It's kind of like one of those other countries where they get it at a different day. I don't know. Usually that's tell me, TM. Tell me, Travis. I need to know. Is it different for you? Anyway, talking about Blue Beetle, we do have a nice little cool Blue Beetle giveaway. So let me go ahead and enlarge my screen for a little bit. Make sure you're smaller than me. Um, let's first take off this green screen for a brief second, and go like that for a minute. And we got ourselves a nice little Blue Beetle care packet. Look at that.
Very cool.
Right, and this might not be the final count, right? We might have more Blue Beetle books for you guys. So this is going to be the giveaway for today. You know what? Just to keep in tone with the theme, hashtag found Josh. That's going to be our hashtag for today. We found Josh, so that's going to be our hashtag. So if you already done it, great. If you haven't done it, it's hashtag found Josh. All right. So let me go ahead and get that ready. Hashtag found.
While you're doing that, people have been asking me if I've been back, and up until now, I wasn't really sure what to say. But now I'm thinking, I'm back. Sorry, I'm sure I butchered that quote, but
oh my goodness,
close enough.
Yeah. Well, the truth is, man, you know, Whatnot has enslaved you. That's what I told the community. They have taken you, and not only have they taken you, they've taken my stream hostage too, right? So
it's content, man. No such thing as bad content, right?
Right, it's content, right? So every so often I'm on my computer and stuff like that, and I see that I'm going live, but I'm not live.
You're like looking around, like, where's the camera?
Right. So the best thing is seeing everybody. After I go inside, I'm looking at people saying hi in the chat, and I do my best if I see the chat going, I'm saying, hey, hi guys, and then they were like, oh, that's just Josh.
It's just Josh.
Just Josh. And stuff. So that's the case. We got Seth in the house. What's going on, Seth? So is it playing in the city of Canada? It's just not in your. All right. Canada is not is a country, not a city. Well, who knows? Maybe we'll get Blue Beetle in Canada. I don't know. It's quite possible. Anyway, guys, we got a lot of show to talk about, so we are going to go through everything. Just keep in mind that today is Monday, and Monday is the Monday night lineup. So we're kicking it off right here with the Blue Beetle discussion. Is he going to be DC's next hit, or is it going to be another flop? Who knows? Only time could tell, right? Only time will tell, right? Also, keep in mind the Bronx Anime and Comic Expo is coming. It's just a couple of weeks away. I'm really excited for it. And we'll talk some more about that a little later, right? And so forth. Let's talk about what's trending in comics, because we got some stuff to talk about when it comes to trending. So, guys, let's get that footage ready. All right, so there's a lot to talk about when it comes to what's trending in top comic books. I see a lot of new stuff, and of course I see a lot of the same old stuff, right? Mondays is the day Garfield hates, but I love my Mondays. That's not what American public schools. I don't know what they're talking about now, but we'll see. Okay, so let's start this off with this one book called Spider-Man Reign #1. Do you recall this book back in 2007?
Sorry, can you hold on? Let me raise the volume. What'd you say?
Yeah. It must be Whatnot. Do you recall Spider-Man Reign back in 2007? This book?
Oh no, I've never read this. I
really
only know the memes about this.
So yeah, what's the memes about this? Because I have this book and I remember reading it when it came out.
Well, it's not family friendly what people write on the internet. But basically in this story, Mary Jane is dead. And the reason they say in the comic that she's dead is because of radiation poisoning, presumably from Peter. So the question is, like, how did that work exactly? And people have kind of taken that and run with it.
Yeah, and there is a visual in the original book that was recalled. So there's 2 copies of this book. There's another variant of this book, and it's similar to The most recent book that we could say that was very similar to that was Batman Damn, where you do have some full frontal action from the one and only Peter Parker.
Yep.
In this book. So the original book, the original copy shows that. This I remember when this book came out, it was highlighted as Spider-Man's version of Dark Knight Returns. So it's Spider-Man Returns kind of story, and it is a very dark and it's a very grim story. I read it. It is not your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. This is a really deep, dark story about Spider-Man after Mary Jane passes away because of him, and so this story was a big deal. So the reason why it's here is very similar to other past streams that we've had before, where the book just comes out of nowhere. This is one of those same books. It was Marvel Fanfare. What was the other one? Marvel Ruins was another book where they go.
This is not out of nowhere. This is not. There's a reason for this.
Yeah, there is a reason for this now. So go ahead, tell us the reason.
Book that came out last week.
It's part to do it, but there was a TikTok account that started highlighting this book, and people got interested in it.
Yeah, but they're at the end of spoilers. At the end of ASM 31, they revealed that they're doing a part 2 to this.
Yeah, so it is coming back. So
I'm pretty sure the comic had much more to do with it than the TikTok account.
Yeah. So, but that's how this book started getting that trend. So yeah, go check it out. Spider-Man Ring. Right now it has a high of $12. If you could pick it up, go pick it up. If not, go read it on like Marvel Universe or Comixology. It's an interesting read. It's not, like I said, it's really dark. Another book that is getting some traction is all new Wolverine #2. This features the first appearance of Gabby, a clone of X-23. So it's a clone of a clone story. Again, this is everything to do with the possibility of whether or not Gabby is going to be in the MCU. So I don't know where these rumors come from. Sometimes they just seem to in some cases, it just pop out of nowhere. It's like someone just says something. It's like, oh yeah, you heard this person's going to be in it. And everybody's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, they can't all be true, right? And it's even weirder because right now there are no writers, so it's odd that they would be doing any casting. And nobody knows when these movies are getting made.
Yeah,
but here we are.
Hey, we got Dr. Von Who. Yes, we found Josh, guys. We found Josh. It's crazy, isn't it? And yes, it is. It's another Manic Monday. Whew. Yeah. So yeah, I agree. It's like I don't think there's much to say about this until we hear something official. I'm just gonna put it as pure speculation.
Yeah.
A clone of a clone. Why not just get the clone?
I mean, this is still I mean, if the price were not spiking, it's still a good book to have. All new Wolverine #1 has X-23 with the first like yellow costume, so it's a good series to have regardless.
Yeah, that's right, Tape Prime. Make sure you guys put that "found Josh" hashtag. Rubbing eyes, is that Josh? Yes, Brian, we have found Josh, or so we think. This could be a clone. This could be a squirrel. We're not 100% sure.
I could be from the future.
It could, yeah, it could be Josh from the future who is trying his best to do his best Wolverine haircut as possible.
I could be old man Josh, but that would be the same Josh. As what I am now.
He has been found and he's a haircut. Yes, Scotty. Yes. All right. So moving on to our next book is Mickey Spillane. Mickey Spillane's Mike Hammer #1. Skydance acquired the rights of the movie novels for a feature film. That's the only reason why this book is here.
Good for them.
Yeah. So whatever. This is one of the older Titan books. So he looks hairier than I remember.
It's just hilarious to me because like all these people in the chat have been in my Whatnot streams. So
but we all know what yeah, because they're trying to save you, man. They've been trying to save you. That's what it is, man. They've been doing their best to try to find you, man. Yes, that's right. Okay, our next book here is another one of those speculation books, which is Daredevil 126, which is the first appearance of the second Torpedo. because we all know that's Major Spack right there. You
Huge
know,
villain.
not the first. No one cares about the first torpedo. We want that second torpedo.
Exactly.
And it also features the first appearance of Heather Glenn, who is also a love interest of Matt Murdock. So,
Well, that was kind of dicey because
wait. Josh was found, but not his razor. And
so back to
hashtag
Daredevil.
bring Blue
So
Beetle to the city of Canada.
the city of Canada. Oh gosh, is that going to become the new recurring joke?
Yes. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So we know Karen Page is not coming back, and she was the love interest in Netflix Daredevil. But Matt Murdock just hooked up with Jennifer Walters on Disney Plus. So is that going to end like?
He did the walk of shame.
I kind of feel like but he went to the family barbecue at the end,
That's
right?
right. That's right. He did go to the family barbecue. We forgot about that because that's where Hulk brought in his son, who was Emo Scar.
Yeah, Scar. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just terrible.
Who was born on the planet Scar.
We're gonna erase that in our minds. Anyway, what's up, Kenneth Byrne? Welcome back to the show.
So maybe that Matt Murdock was a Skrull, but
maybe, right?
But what I don't want to happen is that Matt and Jennifer break up off screen. That's the only thing I don't want to happen.
Yeah, we don't want that. It's probably gonna happen. It was probably just a fling. You know what I'm saying? So Who knows? All right, moving on to our next book. Another book here that I remember when it came out back in July 2001. This was the E for Extinction storyline, the new X-Men. This is when Grant Morrison took the run, and it was playing off of. It wasn't playing off of, but it was in. What's the word? The movie just came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted the X-Men. This was the first time that the movies kind of dictated how the comic book was going to look, right? Not one for one, but they wanted the X-Men to have a new look, a different feel. The leather is all in. And this was the book that started that. It was from Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely. I remember when it came out, it was Frank Quitely's artwork is, for me personally, I think Frank Quitely's artwork is kind of like, there's moments that I think is genius. And then I just don't like the way he draws people. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, as artistic as he is, I think he's great, but I just don't like his characters, how they look. Everybody's so mushy. That's how I put it, you know?
Yeah. He seems like he never wants to draw a straight line when it comes to humans.
That is also true. Everybody's bubbly.
Right?
And speaking of bubbly, C's been so my back, Steve. I had no choice. Couching the slouchy with C business in the house. What's going on, my man? I had to, man. I was talking and Comic Cats Collectible. Hey, y'all, what's going on? And yes, we found Josh. Make sure you put that hashtag found Josh for your chance to win the Blue Beetle giveaway. Not getaway. We're not getting away anyway. Yeah, so I remember this book. It's funny to me that this book has a $5 high value. I would figure it will be worth more, but the reason why it's going for higher. The reason why this book is on this list now has nothing to do with the suits, has nothing to do with the second mutation of Beast. It has everything to do with the villain that's in this story, who happens to be the sister or refresh my memory. Cassandra Nova. She was intended to be like the sister of Xavier, but she really wasn't. And she's not exactly a clone. So she was taken from his DNA.
Something you're going to know better than I. But yeah, they definitely retconned her origin story at some point.
What's up, Comic Vet? How you doing? Yeah. And Comic Vet wants everybody to know he's been a member for 4 months. Thank you, Comic Vet.
Very nice.
Yes. Yeah, so they did some retconning of this character.
Yeah. She's also very powerful. She's one of those that I'm not sure if she's an Omega level mutant, but she has fought and won against Omega level mutants before.
Yeah, she's definitely powerful. You're so close. I know. It's hard to, it's been a while, but I do remember this story, and I remember reading it, and she's a badass, man. She's tough.
Yeah.
So So the rumor has it that she might be playing the villain in the Deadpool movie. Again,
Okay.
again, it's another one of those rumors. They cast somebody, Emma Corrin, the actress, and they're saying that she might eventually be Cassandra Nova. My personal opinion, if you're gonna have Cassandra Nova, you better have Charles Xavier.
Sure, but I mean they've unlinked characters before, right? With Quicksilver and Wanda, Magneto. So we'll
But I
see.
think Cassandra Nova is one of those characters that they have to be together. They're related.
Maybe Xavier's in the movie. Who can say?
Yeah, who's to say? There has been rumors of Patrick Stewart showing up. But if you're gonna cast this character Emma Corrin as Cassandra Nova, she's definitely younger than Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a clone.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
know who I want to see in the MCU? I want to see the
What's
FX
up, Phil?
version of Legion. If they're gonna bring random characters back.
That would be smart. That would be cool. All right, moving on to our next book, a book that's been on this list before. It is Marvel Superhero Secret Wars 7. This is the first appearance of Spider-Woman Julia Carpenter. Talking about the second Spider-Woman, the second character. We got the second Spider-Woman here. Also, classic battle, the first battle of She-Hulk and Titania. This book is on this list now because of Madam Web.
Yes.
Yeah, so this rumor has been around for a while now that Julia Carpenter was going to be in the movie. So who's to say what's going to happen with this book, with this story? I don't know what to think about Madam Web. Until I
I'll tell you what
see
the
it.
thing about Madam Web. That basically, from what we've seen from the casting, it's just all these like incredibly hot actresses. That's all we know about it. And I feel
Yeah.
like that's like the premise of the movie. It's like here's all these hot women, go watch them in spider costumes.
Well, they are saying that this movie is going to be a thriller. So that's all I got to say about that.
It may very well be a thriller.
It may work very well, right? All right, this book. Now, for those of you who don't know, this book is near and dear to me because I found out something very important about this book. I told you a couple of days ago about this book.
Yes.
This book, okay, first of all, it is Nova #1. It is the first appearance and origin of Richard Rider, the very first Nova. And there's a lot of talks about Nova finally coming into development. He's always been in development limbo. Beckerman hates Nova. Sorry, Beckerman, you can't hate Nova because there's something Nova shares with this guy. Josh, what's the reveal of Nova and me that you could tell?
This is your birthday book.
This is my birthday book.
For what, the week of your birthday?
The month of my birthday.
A month, okay.
So the September 1976, for those of you who do not know, now you know, is the month I was born. And thus Nova #1 came out that month. So I am now on the hunt for this book. So if anybody in the community have this book, you could either do one of two things: hit me up and let me know what I need to do to get that book, or lead me to the right direction so I can get a good copy of this book. And Phil Treehouse says Virgos. I don't know if that's supposed to be derogatory or not. It just says Virgos.
Well, that's your astrology sign.
Yeah, I know. I don't really, it doesn't do anything for me. But all right, I don't hate Nova. I love Nova. There we go. That's Nova. Right. I love Nova too. Richard Rider and I now share a birthday. So, yay! Cool. Well, we've always shared a birthday. I just didn't know it at the time. So that's the cool thing about this book. But again, this character has been in discussion for such a long time. You know, they've teased the Nova Corps plenty of times. We've had the Nova Corps already. We didn't tease it. We haven't. So being that we had the Nova Corps, yeah, we got to get Richard Rider sooner or later. I think it's bound to happen.
Yeah, they could. So there's a couple things that have to happen, but they could do Champions eventually. They have Kamala. Mm-hmm. They could throw Miles in there maybe. There's like a bunch of moving pieces, but I see the team forming.
What I don't want to see is Nova show up in the same way they did with Adam Warlock as a second tier character. I think Nova deserves his own movie. If you do it right and you get the right actor, I think you can
Oh
do
yeah.
it definitely could be done. So guys, Nova #1. All right. Another cool book that's in the list. Oh no. Can you hear me, Josh?
Yeah, I can hear you, but your video is frozen.
Yep, I'm about to go out, so take over for a few minutes.
All right. Well, I can't control the screen,
I
so
know.
let's talk about Radioactive Man. I can't even really read it. I'm just gonna make up some facts about Radioactive Man. Yeah, the screen's too small for me to see. But let me open the chat. I'll read the chat for a little bit as a way to fill some content here. Says here, my buddy Mark was the inker for Nova Volume 2, Nova with the mullet. Excellent, excellent. Which is the character that benefits most from a mullet, and why is it Superman? Yeah, Radioactive Man for sure is fire. If any new warrior makes it on the big screen, I'm gonna celebrate by pushing the city of Canada in the sea. Excellent, excellent. Everybody sure hit that like button. Absolutely. First appearance of new warriors. Always keys for sure, for sure. Deathbird? Question mark. I don't know. Let's see. We got another chat message. Izzy said he was sending me Radioactive Man. So I wonder. Oh, you have a signed copy of Radioactive Man. Excellent. I wonder. So we have two like radiation controversies here. We have not only Radioactive Man #1 on the list, but the very first book was a radiation book, Spider-Man Reign. Has to do with radiation. So we have a radiation theme here. Well, not only am I the only person on the screen, but I'm also the smallest one. So in lieu of anything else to talk about, I'm just going to show some books. So here are some new books for this week. We have Hawkgirl #2. Izzy's back. Izzy's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
This is Hawkgirl #2. This is cover C. This is the Blue Beetle cover. Reminder for everyone to go watch Blue Beetle so that we can support our local movies.
There we go.
Here's another good one.
Radioactive Man turned me off, didn't he?
Tula Lute cover for Catwoman, and Izzy's back. So let's talk about Radioactive Man.
Hashtag find Izzy.
Find Izzy.
So my computer has this weird thing. I know when it's about to crash.
Oh,
so
no.
the screens go black and one screen stays on, and that's why I say, "Oh no, bam." So thankfully, it restarts itself in a quick way. So last we left off, we were going to talk about Radioactive Man before you start selling books. Radioactive Man, the glow-in-the-dark polyback cover, origin of Radioactive Man. Bongo Comics. People were enjoying Bongo Comics again.
Yeah, Bongo. That's definitely a publisher that existed at one point.
Yeah, so people are going back getting these books. Maybe it's because of Futurama and everybody's starting to go back to these other books. So I don't really have an answer to it, but Radioactive Man was a fun comic. And you know what I mean? That was one of those books that surprisingly he looks a lot like Homer, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm wondering who owns this character right now.
Yeah, it's probably still owned by Fox. Well, Fox or Disney now, right? I'm assuming. All right. Our next book in this list is no stranger, and that is Spider-Boy. More Spider-Boy. He is not a CJ. Oh, CJ just came in. Comic Journey, what's going on? CJ is not a fan of Bongo. Okay, it's okay. You don't have to be a fan of Bongo. But Spider-Man, Spider-Boy. What can we say about Spider-Boy?
I mean, people keep buying his books, so he's getting his own book. He's getting a Spider-Boy #1. All of his books go to second and third prints. Yeah. So people love Spider-Boy. I don't know.
But do they really love Spider-Boy? You guys tell me in the chat. Do you guys love Spider-Boy, or it's just another fad?
I mean, they're spending their hard-earned money on Spider-Boy, so I have no other explanation. All these books are becoming high print runs.
Wow, that's a tough one. Spider-Boy.
Yeah, I mean, also apparently he's like a vampire. I don't know if anyone read that story.
Not yet. I guess now we know.
Spider vampire. Teeth, man, he's got teeth.
Interesting.
And Spider-Man 31 has a story about Spider-Boy.
Yeah, so we're getting more Spider story. Another book that came out this week, Avengers Academy #20, This one features the first cameo of White Tiger, Avia Alaya. Ayala, I don't know much more, but it has some interest going on, so that's why it's here. But these Fear itself books. Oh, so look, Comic Journey calls you Smiley, by the way. So look at Smiley.
Okay.
Miles is my Spider Boy. Oh, what's going on, Three Good Nerds? Welcome back. All right, so who's to say? Okay, moving on to the next book. First appearance of the Children of the Vault is their first appearance was X-Men 188. So, thus we have some interest in this book that came out back in 2006. Really fun artwork by Chris Pacello. I always liked his art style. It was one of those cool, and it blended really well with teen books. So that book is in this list. Also, speaking of interesting books and interesting spec, I think there might be some truth behind this spec, though. And first and foremost, let's talk about the book Deadpool Merc with the Mouth. This features the first appearance of Lady Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Do you know why is it on this list?
Did someone cast Lady Deadpool in the Deadpool movie?
Not just anybody was cast as potentially being Lady Deadpool.
Is it Ryan Reynolds' wife? What's her name?
No, but someone that loves Ryan Reynolds just as much, I think, and that's the one and only Taylor Swift.
No, you're lying.
I am not kidding when I say this. Nothing's been made official, so this is pure speculation. But yes, there is a heavy rumor that Taylor Swift will be in the Deadpool movie, and she will be playing Lady Deadpool.
If Taylor Swift is in the Deadpool movie and plays Lady Deadpool, I will buy a Taylor Swift concert ticket.
You heard it here, folks. Take that to the bank. We're going to see Taylor Swift, guys. You think I'm kidding?
Buying it for me. I didn't say.
You think I'm? No. You should definitely go to the Taylor Swift concert now, and we'll put it on. We'll record it and everything. We'll put that thing on this channel. So it just so happens Rob Liefeld. Of course, CJ is not a fan of Swift. So here's the thing with Taylor Swift. So Taylor Swift is a huge Deadpool fan, and if you go back into her account, you will see that there's photos that she played. She actually dressed up as Deadpool for Halloween once, years ago. And Ryan Reynolds has approached her about the role. And Rob Liefeld has gone as far as saying, yeah, I think there might be something here. So there is a very strong possibility that Taylor Swift will be in, even if it's a cameo. I could see it happening.
Sure. All right.
I could see it happen. Digger Cards, he doesn't truly believe it. It's a publicity stunt. I don't know, man. This one seems a little. And yeah, there is some discussion of Dazzler too. We've always talked about her playing Dazzler at some point. So, and we're gonna see that again here. We're gonna see Dazzler. Dazzler's first appearance is getting some love right now too. So, I think the possibility is it's more possible to see this than some of the other ones we talked about.
I will also point out Taylor Swift is probably not a member of the Screen Actors Guild.
I don't think that matters.
Maybe she's writing the script.
Ooh. No, actually she is, because she's filmed movies.
Wait, so that doesn't mean she's part of the guild. Like, you can be in a movie and not be in the guild.
Most of the times you are.
Well, someone Google this. Someone find out if
Taylor Swift is a member of the Screen Actors Guild, or at least AFRA, the Actors Guild. Hey, we could do that. All right. Absolutely, Comet. You dressed up as C-3PO as a kid, so you're definitely going to come out as a droid. But I don't think you have as much pull as Taylor Swift does. All right, moving on. We have another book here that's on the list, and that's Invincible #2. This features the first appearance of not only Adam Eve, you got Alan the aliens, the Maulers, the robot. This has everything to do with the hype for Invincible second season. Have you seen Invincible before or read the book?
Oh yeah, Invincible is great. I am always kicking myself because I had a chance to buy a huge stack of Invincible singles like a long
Yeah.
time ago, and I was like, "What is this? This seems dumb," and I didn't get it. But now
Yeah, it
they're
was
worth
one of
like
those books, right?
thousands of dollars.
At this point, anything that Robert Kirkman does, you got to buy it now. It's kind of like
Right,
that.
right.
He has that Midas touch, right? So this is the first appearance of Adam Eve, and she has a special out right now. So there is a lot of hype for Invincible season 2. So that's why people are going back to collecting the books. I'm actually reading it now because I'm like you. I didn't get a chance to read it at first, so I'm reading it. I went through the first volume and through the second volume. I saw the first episode, so I'm catching up on it. I kind of knew some of the things already in the story already. It's because it was obvious that you kind of knew it. So like Omni Man, the origin of Omni Man. So I kind of knew a little bit of that, but I don't know the whole story. But I'm really excited for it, and I can't wait to see season 2 once it comes out. So that should be fun. All right, book that's no stranger to this list is Star Wars: Heir to the Empire #1, featuring the first appearance of Admiral Thrawn. Again, we're getting closer and closer to Ahsoka, so therefore this book is on this list right now. So it's not much to talk about that we haven't talked about before. So it's
Well, I'll
still
add something.
yeah. Go
Today
ahead.
they released a new. It's kind of like a behind the scenes feature
Hmm.
from Ahsoka. You can catch it on YouTube on Star Wars on the Star Wars YouTube channel.
Hmm.
Uh, Tremendous content. If you're at all a fan of Star Wars, go and watch it. You're gonna get even more hype for the show.
Oh, cool. Good to know. See, and this is why we have to have Josh on the show. Another book that has always been on this list most of the time is Edge of Spider-Verse #2 back in 2014, the first appearance of Spider-Gwen. Again, it's like anything else. There's always some hype behind her. However, there has been discussion of with this one. This one's dumb though. There has been discussions of Emma Stone returning to the character. I don't see it happening, and the reason why is because she got a haircut. Something
I
you,
mean,
sir, have not have.
they can give her a wig. I think that.
And
What's her?
someone,
Kirsten Dunst. That was not her real hair when she played Mary Jane.
yeah, as you can see, I'm being controlled now.
You're being absorbed
I'm being
into the.
absorbed. Yeah, she got a haircut, guys. People get haircuts, and she went blonde. So what? You know what I
I mean,
mean?
I wouldn't know anything about it, but yeah, I don't see that as an obstacle.
Yeah. So that's what there's some there. And again, talking about Taylor Swift, she's also been rumored to play Dazzler in the Deadpool movie. Hey, maybe
Or
she could do
both.
both.
She could play both.
She probably could do both. I could see it happening. So she might be one, she might be the other. But you said it here, Josh. You would buy a Taylor Swift ticket if she shows up in the movie.
No. If she plays Lady Deadpool.
Okay, guys, tell me. If she's in the movie, he has to buy a ticket.
That's not what I said.
Well,
You have the
we're gonna
receipts.
leave.
We have video evidence of what I
We got
actually
video.
said.
I could edit this video, dude.
Sure, I mean.
All right,
Sure.
so
Well, let me ask, because I don't know much about Lady Deadpool. Is she horribly disfigured like
no,
Deadpool?
for as far as I'm concerned, I don't know. I don't know much about Lady Deadpool either. She's just another version of Deadpool.
Maybe she'll play Gwenpool. That would be
Ooh, Gwenpool. That'd be
that would
crazy,
be
right?
good.
Who knows, right? Okay, and then we have a new book to the list. Amazing Spider-Man 31. This is this week's book. It's the marriage of Janice Lincoln and Randy Robinson. Also features a cameo appearance of Mary Jane as Jackpot. And it's also a first appearance of Madame Monstrosity. So it's a pretty thick book.
It's got a perfect binding. It's no joke. It's pretty hefty.
Yeah, it's
$10 as well. $10 cover price.
now. Would you consider the 925 an anniversary issue? Like seriously?
That's how they do it now. Anything that's a multiple of 25 is an anniversary issue. What I don't like is that that's not obvious at all to like the casual fan.
Yeah.
And they walk in and they're like, "Why is this $10?" And it's just
why is
not
issue
obvious.
31 $10?
Right. I mean, it technically says 925 on it, but again, to a casual, like if you're not in the shop every week, you have no reason to expect to spend $10 on a book, and that can be a real turnoff.
Yeah, I agree. But it's hot because of all those little things that we say. Another book that's pretty hot, and is it really because of the cover? And that's Dwellings #1, the 1 in 10 Omnipress variant. This book is just hot because of the cover.
Yeah, so this book, something interesting happened that never really happens with comics is that so basically when you order books, there's the initial order, then there's the final order cutoff, and then you can kind of still place orders after that. That will be a back order. Retailers ordered so much of this book after the final order cutoff. I'm sorry, not even after the final cutoff. People ordered so many of this book between the initial order and the final order cutoff that they ran out. So there were people that met the final order cutoff and didn't get their book. So this book is just like the hype has come out of nowhere, so to speak.
So this is one of those books, and because this is a 1 in 10. So 1 in 10 is not, it's not that rare, right? Because all you gotta do is order 10 books to get the one, right? So it's not as rare.
It's not as rare, but if you consider that the total print one is very small, then maybe there can't be more than a few hundred of these.
Yeah, it's interesting. This is one of those books I want to keep an eye on. But again, I don't think it's gonna have longevity. Just it's a bloody. It's supposed to be the same cover but bloodied. That's the idea. So, all right, and then we have our Night Terror book, starting with a book that, as I see it, I don't like it. All right, and you know what? I know it's an homage. I'm getting tired of these homages, to be completely honest. These homages, because it's like, why do we need to homage the same 3 McFarlane books? Give me other homages. You know what I'm saying? You gotta always do the same 3 McFarlane books, and this is just one of those. We gotta do Batman doing Wolverine, Hulk. Yeah, okay, great. Now we're gonna see Superman do it. I'm sure there'll be a Superman one coming up. I don't even think it's that good.
Yeah, it's got the classic trade dress as well. I think this is the only Night Terrors book that has it like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm. Yeah, I definitely agree. They could be a little more creative of which homages they choose. And for me, this wasn't like a must buy. It's like, okay, that's cool. It didn't really move me.
I agree, and it's Night Terrors. I've been enjoying the story. I like it. It's nothing crazy. I don't think it's gonna move the needle in any way. But this cover, like even the trade dress, it looks bad. Like it doesn't look right. Like the way the Incredible Hulk trade dress would look in comparison, it's like it's really bad. I don't know what DC. Move on. You know what I mean? When they did the failsafe one, where it was the homages 316, I like that one a little bit more than this one. This one I don't like at all. Sorry, Kristen. I'm not a fan. Our last book here in our group here is Night Terrors Ravager #2. This is again Natalie Sanders. This is a cover buy. All this is cover buy, but it has gone up in price for $45. People just like the cover. I don't think there's much talk about anything else. So yeah. So there you have it, guys. Those are your top trending books of the week. So let's go ahead and take a moment and see what are the top 10s that I literally last half hour before we started, Cover Price released their top 10. So I got it in just in the nick of time. So just for you guys, you get to see what the top 10 books are for this week by CBSI and Cover Price. So let's go ahead and take a look. There you have it. Those were your top 10s. Any surprises?
No, I just got to get my copy of New X-Men 114 out somewhere. Wherever it is.
You can talk to
It's
me. I
time to
got
go.
my copy. I got the whole series, so it was fun. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I got the whole thing too. All right, so cool. We got some more people that just jumped in. Daniel Carpenter, what's going on? How you doing, my man? Everything's good. And not enough DC. Sorry, you know, we're equal loving community here. You know, I love me my Marvel, I love me my DC. But don't forget, guys, we do have to do our giveaway soon. So the hashtag, what was the hashtag again? Found Josh.
Yeah, found Josh.
Because I had to reset it. So it's gonna have to count. Ah, man, I think it this count. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I get the right ones here. Because I know people started putting their in there. Yeah, no, now it's gonna have to do. We gotta do the drawing again. So let me put this back here. And guys, it's hashtag found Josh. Okay, the entries are coming in now. Don't forget to put your hashtag found Josh. Apparently, when my computer crashed, it erased everybody's entry. So you gotta have to do it again. Okay, guys, put on your hashtag found Josh to be entered in the Blue Beetle giveaway. So Josh, since you have been hanging around and whatnot, let's talk a little bit about whatnot and make sure you guys get an opportunity to take advantage of Josh while he gets enslaved by whatnot. And we're going to give you $15. All you have to do is hit this QR code and go into whatnot, and we'll give you a credit of $15 to purchase anywhere, including Josh's store, which is also known as thewoods.live. So if you go to woods.live, you get 15% off your purchase, as always. And we also got the Bronx Anime and Comic Expo, which is happening in about 2 weeks from now, about a week from Saturday. So yeah, so roughly about 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. I'm really excited. I'm going to be hosting a panel. I got to host a panel. And they gave me the panel as early as what not? Why not? So I'm going to be hosting a panel on some Transformers actors. Now, we're not talking about, you know, Peter Welker or Peter Cullen and Frank Welker. Just some guys, some people who did the voice acting in some of the Transformers. So I got to do a little panel from there. But we're going to be vending there as well. Also vending, our good friend DJ Lynx is going to be there. So we're going to be hanging out. We'll do some stuff there. We'll do some recordings. I got some giveaway stuff. A lot of cool stuff is happening in the show. You got some stuff at the show, right? What kind of stuff do you got?
Stuff.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some incredible. Someone's gonna get blessed. At least one person is gonna get blessed at the show.
Someone's gonna get blessed. Yeah, we could have, because we got our mystery. I got my mystery bags, and for those of you who don't know, I do have some mystery bags. I got 4 left. All you gotta do is hit me up in IG. You go into the site, see which numbers are left. I got a slab to give away. I got a Marvel Premiere #1. I got a Haunted #1, Dune. There's a whole bunch of cool books there. It's only $30 if you are a channel member. If you're not a channel member, it's $35. All you have to pay is $5 for shipping. I'll take care of the rest and send it out to you guys. But there's only 4 mystery bags left, guys. 4 mystery, and every one of these bags has at least 1 key or more. The other thing is that you're getting more than $30 worth, guaranteed. Guaranteed, you're gonna get more than $30. So hit me up in
like
IG.
the bags we bought.
Not like the bags we got, right? Oh yes, Brian, he got his bag today. All right, I don't know if you got a chance to open it up, Brian. Let me know.
Brian threw it out. He's like, I got too many books.
Too many books, right? Exactly. All right, we got 14 entries for the Find Josh. So we'll get back to that in a minute. Let's go ahead and get ready to find out what's new this week, guys. So Josh, in the last couple of weeks since you've been absent, Marvel has been light.
Mm-hmm.
They've been light in their books. This week they have 16 titles. I'm starting to worry that we're gonna have this like 50 title week.
I don't know if we'll ever see 50 titles. 50?
I don't know. I'm starting to worry that we're not getting as many titles. So I'm confused, man. What's
I'm
going
not
on in the
worried.
House of M?
They had some minis that ended,
Mhm.
and they yeah, I'm not worried. They'll be fine.
Okay.
We're getting ultimates. We're getting all these other things.
All right. So let's go ahead and kick things off. I'm so happy to announce that Alpha Flight is making their return. Alpha Flight number 1 is scheduled to come out this week. Have you had a chance to take a look at it?
No. It has been selling very well. People want this book.
Yeah, so do I. So make sure you hold me a copy. Uh, so
We'll
Alpha Flight
see.
number
You might get
1.
the Miss Minutes cover.
Oh, I don't want the Miss Minutes cover. I want some Alpha Flight magic. All right, another book that's returning is the Uncanny Avengers. I was never big on the Uncanny Avengers, but I know you put the X-Men, you put the Avengers together, bam, you got the group. And all this has everything to do with the Fall of X storyline that's going on, which includes Dark X-Men number 1. So these 3 titles are all connected to the Fall of X. So what's the latest on the Fall of X? And after what we saw in Hellfire Club, Hellfire Gala, is this turning out to be a good crossover event?
If you like all the X-Men getting murdered,
I think
spoilers,
some people
sorry.
in this group had no
Yes,
problem with that.
if you're into sort of if you don't like Araco, let me put it this way: if you don't like Araco, this is gonna get you.
You
out
mean
of that.
Krakoa?
Yeah, well, both of them. Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't like Krakoa, this is what's happening. For now, Krakoa's on a break. So the X-Men, they're scattered all around. They got to try to figure out what they're going to do next. They're on the run. They're hiding more. Status quo. This is where they're at.
Okay, cool. All right, so we have all those books. Another book that's coming out is Marvel Voices, X-Men number 1. So it's an X-Men heavy week, it looks like. Let's take a look at what else is coming out. We have an annual Invincible Iron Man annual number 1. Let's stop calling it annual number 1. Just put the year already in it. This is not the first one. You know what I mean? I'm just, it irritates me to see things like that. You know what I'm saying? So you got that book coming out this week. I see C Bizzle. That's right. Love me some X-Men. I'm a huge X-Men fan. I'm an X-Men versus Avengers. I'm sorry, guys. That's just me. You know what I mean? Please end the Hellfire Gala. All right.
I don't know if we'll ever see another Hellfire Gala.
Oh, maybe not. But the covers have been cool. I've been enjoying them. I can't wait to see the pool cover. That's the one I want. So
yeah.
All right. What If Dark Moon Knight number 1 is also out this week. Daredevil 14. X-Men Red 14. Moving on. Ghost Rider 17. This is the continuation of the Weapons of Violence. This is part 2 of that storyline. So they decided to give us an alpha book that connects the books, and it's now going to lead to the ongoing series. So that's what Ghost Rider 17 is all about. Another book that comes out this week, Death of the Venomverse. And there's Spider-Boy all over again with Spider-Man 11. So again, a lot of talks about Spider-Boy. And Spider-Boy is on its way. Loki issue 3 is out this week. Also, X-Men Days of Future Past, Doomsday number 2. A lot of people like that book. That's been a good book. Groot number 4. Alien number 5. Star Wars Darth Vader 37. Is there anything else from Marvel? Yeah. Nope, I got a typo. I got extra slide. Oh no, I'm going the wrong way.
Those are like half X-Men books.
Yeah, it's a X-Men heavy week. So it's a lot of X-Men going on this week. So if you're an X-Men fan, this is the week for you. All right. And we got a crossover event in Darth Vader with the Dark Droids. How's that going along?
So yeah, the main book looks amazing. Like I told you, they got Alex Sinclair on covers. Makes a world difference for that art. But this is this is a droid revolution storyline. So if you like the robots fighting back, you definitely want to grab that one.
So TM Nervy's congratulating you. I don't know
Thank
for
you.
what. For coming back?
I don't know.
Okay.
But thank you.
Okay. Cool. We kind of took a peek. DC has 14 titles. So let me guess. A lot of them are Night Terrors.
5 of them will be night terrors. Exactly 5.
So you got Superman for being found. Yes, there you go, for being found. There you go. Congratulations on being found. Yes, it was dark times. Night Terrors Superman, Night Terrors Nightwings, Night Terrors Wonder Woman, Night Terrors Catwoman. There's another one. There's more on the other end. The one I heard that's been good is Superman.
Yes, I heard
because
that as well.
it's also written by Joshua Williamson, who's writing the main Night Terror story. How have the Night Terrors, connecting titles, tie-ins been?
They're really good. I think they benefit from the fact that they don't actually have anything to do with the main story. So you're just kind of writing this 2-issue mini that's about their character, whatever nightmare this character is supposed to have. So the Joker one has been great. Heard great things about Green Lantern, Superman, like you mentioned, Zatanna. The only one I've heard that is actively bad is Angel Breaker. So if you're on the fence, maybe skip that one. But I've heard great things about all the others.
Yeah, cool. And there goes Shazam. Shazam's also came out. Another book that came out this week is Penguin Takes Flight, issue 0. Now, is this a reprint from the stories that were in the Batman book, or this is a continuation of that story?
Yes, this collects the backup stories in Batman. So you can kind of get caught up on where the story is for Penguin #1 coming out soon.
Okay, so Penguin #1 is going to be the book that's going to continue the story that this story pretty much collected. So this is really a collection of the books. Okay. Hawkgirl issue #2. Some people like it. I wasn't feeling it, to be completely honest with you. So issue 2 is coming out this week. Also, Tales of Teen Titans issue 2. That has some really good covers featuring Raven. So Raven's always a fun character. I always like Raven.
Yeah, we had our Starfire cover. Now we have Raven. And we're going to get 2 other characters for the final 2 issues.
Yeah, awesome. Moving on. World's Finest issue 18, Batman Superman. The origin of their meeting, which I would like to see. I can't wait to read it. I know I'm going to get a chance to read it really soon, but I haven't had a chance to yet. Have you had a chance to take a look at it?
Just the cover. There is a foil version of this cover, so keep an eye out for that. And I'm just curious if anyone's going to say Martha in the book. Here, let me read it real quick, guys. I have it here.
Martha. That should have been the hashtag today. Hashtag kill Martha. All right. And he'll be there for a while, so I'll move on to the next book. Harley Quinn.
All right,
Black...
no Martha. There's no Martha.
Okay. Black, White, and Leather, issue #2 is out this week. Batman White Knight presents Generation Joker, issue 4. The Visual #4. Also, Icon versus Hardware #4. And Mad 33 didn't come out last week, so I'm assuming it's coming out this week. So,
yes, Mad is here. I have it.
Okay, Mad is here. Okay, great. All right, let's go over Image Comics. We got 9 titles for Image. This is going to be Image, Skybound, Miloverse, Top Cow, you name it. They all I group them all together, so we have 9 titles in total. Starting with a new book that's out this week called The Call. So, what can you tell me about The Call?
Yeah, this is from a known creator. I think this is this Garth Ennis?
Or, I can tell you right now. Do a quick peek at it. So, give me a second, but. What can you tell me that you know that you don't about The Call?
Yeah, it's a really spooky book. It's got some great covers. I think the cover C it's got like a negative space version of this. So if you
Kelly
like
Thompson
books, sorry,
Kelly Thompson.
Yeah, I always
you're completely off.
And Kelly Thompson mixed up. So if you like your Image #1s to be spooky, this is a good pickup.
Yeah. Also a book that is really hot. I'm sure everybody's getting their copy, and that is Void Rivals 3. Do we got any new surprises in Void Rivals coming up?
I don't know if this is a surprise, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a second print of this one too. So.
Awesome. So go ahead and make sure you get your copy of Void Rivals 3. Another book that's really good and it has a lot of good buzz around it is Something Epic, issue #4. The last couple of issues have been great. Simon Krasinski, I believe is how you say his last name, has been doing a Krasinski. Been doing a phenomenal job doing both. And look at here, Legion of Comics just popped in and giving up a super chat. I'm glad to see as he let you out of the basement.
He's like, get some sunlight.
I don't think we let him out of the basement. I think he's still stuck in the basement, to be completely honest.
I just got internet. That's the only
If
thing
you
that
know,
changed.
you know. You probably yeah. So thanks, Mark. Really appreciate it. All right, moving on to our next books. We got Magic Order 4, issue number 6. The Miller World continues. Antarctic issue number 2. In Hell We Fight, issue number 3. Also, Star Signs 4. I Hate Fairyland, issue number 8. And of course, The Walking Dead Deluxe, issue 69. All right, all these books are coming out for Image. Let's take a look at our indie books that are coming out. We got from IDW 6 titles. Boom has 6. Dark Horse has 5. Dynamite has 4. Scott Comics has 3. It's so funny because I was just telling my wife, I was like, I don't do this list in advance because I know some of these companies are gonna say 8, and then today it's gonna say something completely different. And that was the case with Scott Comics. It had 8 titles yesterday. Today, 3. So
yeah, and I know you grab it from League of Comic Geeks anyway, and that's just people trying to find it on websites. They don't know either.
yeah, exactly. So we don't know until they come out, right? So
Right.
we got to do our best to grab it as much as we can. So let's take a look at what we got for IDW. You got Godzilla's War for Humanity issue number 1. I'm curious to see what that's all about. Dark Spaces, the Hollywood special. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splinter Faith number 1.
Yep.
Good stuff.
So that Turtles book is a one shot, and that Godzilla book has a really cool movie poster.
Oh yeah,
B cover.
awesome. All right. Then we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 142, Bribemore 2, and Sonic the Hedgehog issue 63. I like that Sonic cover. That's a pretty cool cover.
Oh yeah, there's a really good the next one for 64.
Yeah.
Just wait for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Awesome. All right, over at Boom Studios, we got The Many Deaths of Layla Starr, pen and ink. So this is another not a reprint, but I guess you could say another reprint of the story, but this is a black and white version of the story. Something's Killing the Children, number 32 is out this week. And Dune House of Harkonnen, issue number 8 is out. And Rare Flavors Ashcan and Sirens of the City issue 2, Wilds and 3. Those are your Boom Studios comics. Let's continue here with Dark Horse with Miss Truesdale and the Fall of Hyperbora. Lonesome Hunters, The Wolf Child number 2, Gru the Wild number 2, and Panda the Mummy's Curve issue 2, and Savage Squad 6 issue number 6. Issue number 2, my apology. All right, those are your Dark Horse book. Over at Dynamite, we got some Disney villain books. We got Hades number 1. He is one of my personal favorite villains. I always liked Hades because, James Woods, man. James Woods, man, in Hercules is awesome in that movie. He's one of my favorite characters in that movie. So, yeah, Hades himself, yeah, it's a different story. But Maleficent issue number 4, Red Sonja issue number 2. So Red Sonja has a finished movie ready to go out, but it hasn't gone out because it doesn't have a studio attached to it. But it's a finished movie.
That's dumb.
I know, especially right now with all the strikes going on. It's like, hey guys, we got a movie for you. You don't need anything. So
yeah, that's interesting. Maybe it's not the type of movie that A24 would typically take on. I wonder if they would make an exception.
I don't think they would. A24 wouldn't do it. I'm sure. We'll get some other company that'll probably take it. And also, Betty Page issue number 3 is out. Over at Scott Comics, Orson Welles, Warrior of the Worlds. I am so curious on that book.
Orson Welles?
Orson Welles, comic book hero.
Yeah, maybe all his stories are autobiographical.
Maybe, that is Unicron.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, if you find the book, let me know.
Yeah, I know, right? With Scott Comics. Won't be out another 4 weeks. All right. Blade in the Dark Remastered Edition and Black Demon Tales issue number 3. Over at Vault Comics, we got Queen of the Swords, a barbaric story. Money Shot comes again, issue number 3. Over at Mad Cave, you got Model Myth and Under the Influence. Those are your Mad Cave books. And yes, I see you, DBH. Silent Night, Deadly Night is coming out this week. Yep, I know. American Mythology, as you can see it right there. Also in Zenscope, you got Oz, Kingdom of the Lost, issue number 1. It says Dwellings, but I meant to write Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty are coming out. There's always one that I always miss out. I can't believe that, man. But Rick and Morty is coming out this week. Also, the Second Coming Trinity issue number 5. And as you put it, Silent Night, Deadly Night issue number 3 is coming out in August. Because that's what we need. Now, that's a brutal cover, guys. Woo. Brutal. All right. Then we have Whatnot Publishing's Astrobot 4 over at Fair Square Comics. You have Sunshine Patriots, issue number 2. Children of the Comic number 2 over at Summarian. And Red Comics, I always forget how to say the whole name. Prometheus in Chain, issue number 3. And those are your books for this week. Any good books there that you like?
There's a lot of good. I really like the Marvel lineup this week, even though I don't really like X books in general. I think that just the like I say good concepts in there. I like what they're doing with Ghost Rider and stuff.
Yeah.
Any Bjorn Beren's cover, I'm gonna snatch that up. Yeah. And then obviously like DC's DC. I'm a DC.
Yeah, DC's been good. DC's been really good lately. You know, a lot of people I know in the community is really hyped for the DC book. You know, I wish Marvel would get back on train with some things because they have the potential. As I was a kid growing up, and many people in the community, Marvel owned it. You know what I mean? They owned it for such a long time, and now DC's back on the front. So all that good stuff there. I guess it's time to do our giveaway.
It must be that time.
It must be that time for the giveaway. That never gets old. I love it. I love it. So we got our giveaway for our Blue Beetle giveaway. So let's take a look at what we got here. As you can see, this is going to be the Blue Beetle giveaway today. We got a couple of Blue Beetle books here. This video is, we're going to have Rebirth number 1 as part of the book, one of the books here. Also, you're going to see Graduation Day. I got issue 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna try to get the rest of the story. So I'm gonna see what I can do about getting the rest of the story, so you guys can have a complete story. I know the trade came out already, right? The trade's out already, Josh, is it?
The trade is out. Also, it has a preview of Blue Beetle number 1 in the back. So if you want to get a head start, you got to get the trade.
Interesting. So these are the books that you're gonna be getting if you win today. As you can see, issue all those books there. As well, we have the special edition as well, right? We'll be doing the special edition.
They just did a special edition, a reprint of Blue Beetle number 1, the first title of Jaime Reyes as Blue Beetle.
Cully Hamner did the artwork, so good stuff. So those are going to be your giveaways for today, guys. So therefore, let's go ahead and get that StreamYard link there. So as of right now, we have 15 entries for Found Josh. I'll give you guys another second here because we have found Josh. Josh, what you got going on in your streams? What's the next thing you're going to be talking about soon?
So we're going to be doing more new comic books tonight. So if you missed the lunchtime show, you can still show up and get your new comic books for the week. We'll have we did sell out of some things, but it's not too late. You can also reorder always. So that's happening tonight. We'll do the same thing again for lunch tomorrow. Later on this week, we got some exciting, we'll say, luck-based shows that are gonna be happening.
Awesome. So I see some of the people are starting to put their found DVH wins. All right, I haven't even hit the drawing, and we already found out who won.
Wow, amazing.
So guys, what time is your stream tonight?
I think I'm doing 10 p.m.
10 p.m. So if you guys are not watching the YouTube channel, go over to Whatnot. It'll be streaming here. But for everybody else who is interested in checking out, we definitely are going to be doing the Monday night lineup. As you can see, coming up next, as of right now, Scotty Vaughn is talking to Dale of Suspense. So some of you might be tuning over there. I know C-Bizzle is doing multitasking. Also tonight, we got Between the Lines over at Roscoe's channel. So Geek Out with Roscoe. You can always check the top 10 alternatives over at 22 Comics. Couple comics at 10 o'clock with Raw books. And for those of you that like to stay up at night, Carlos Collect Comics at 11 p.m. That's going to be part of today's Monday night lineup. I think we got time to do this drawing, so let's find a winner.
I forgot to mention, I'll be auctioning off that new X-Men book tonight.
Oh, cool. And our winner for Tape Prime! Yeah! Congratulations, Tape Prime. You are getting the Blue Beetle giveaway. Tape Prime, I think I sent something out to you just recently. So, hashtag rig, I'm sure. But Tape Prime, I'll be sending you this shortly. I'm going to do my best to get the other books, so give me some time before I send it out. I always give it like a week or so, and stuff like that. But congratulations, as always, Tape Prime. Congratulations to everybody. There's more stuff that I want to do. I know I've been meaning to say this for a long time, but there was a thing I was planning on doing. I didn't really tell you that much. But I am going to say, if you guys utilize the hashtag Find Josh at any time during the last 2 weeks, you've been entered into a contest. So I'll tell you what that contest is soon. We're going to do a nice little care package for you guys. But if you have it, I'm letting you know right now, go into any one of our old videos and make sure you put hashtag Find Josh in the comments. All right, it could be a short, it could be this video. It cannot be in the live stream. So if it's in the live stream, it's not going to count. So put your hashtag Find Josh in one of the comments of any video. I'm going to collect the data, and then we're going to be doing the duck race, and you guys are going to win a nice little care package. It's going to have
very mysterious.
That's very mysterious. So I'm going to give you guys a week to do that, and then we'll see who wins what. So this is the last time I'm going to say this. I'm not going to say this anytime in the future, but make sure you put your hashtag Find Josh, because we finally found him, guys. And thank you for finding Josh with us. Josh, where can they find you? In the woods.
Just go to my link tree. It's the Woods Collectibles. You'll find it. I never left, to be honest.
Whatnot took him, and it's taking him again. Guys, We'll see you next time. Excelsior.